Hello and welcome to today's meditation. It is on radical tenderness. I choose these topics in advance and it just always seems to work out. So today's topic, radical tenderness, it comes from a Tibetan word called Tsewa. And it tenderness to self and others. And it involves kindness, compassion, joy like mudita, generosity, tolerance, courage, resilience, and overall mental clarity. So it's this amazing word that involves all this different stuff that is so rich and beautiful. There's also another part of it that's unshakable cheerfulness. And think about that as a form of tenderness, this kind of steady cheerfulness. So it's like a warm, loving energy that comes from the heart. And that's what we're going to work with today. So get comfortable and we'll start our exploration of tenderness. So just arriving, letting yourself settle into your meditation position, standing, sitting, or lying. And feeling your seat underneath you. And just taking a few moments to breathe and hear the sound around you. And I hear some sounds in my space, so I'm just going to go and quickly close the door. So I'm back, just noticing the sound of my voice landing in your body and getting ready to explore the heart area. Is it possible to feel some sensations there? Just noticing what sensations are present in this moment. Is there a tightness in the heart, a warmth, a tingling? Maybe you can feel its beat. And you can put your heart or your hand on your heart, supporting that precious heart. Notice how the hand may affect the breathing or tension releasing. Taking some deep breaths into the heart area. Taking your time, just becoming curious about other sensations in the body. And we'll start to do our exploration around Tsewa, tenderness. So think of a time lately when you were kind to yourself. Could be something little or big, medium. And as you think of that thing that you did for yourself, what do you notice in the body? Moving on to a time lately when you were kind to someone else. How does that feel in the body? And thinking of a time lately when you felt joy for yourself, something joyous you did lately. Noticing the sensations this joy for yourself brings to you. Is there an internal smile or a tingling, more space? Just noticing. And feeling the chair underneath you, the cushion, the couch, the bed, whatever is underneath you, letting that support you. As we move on to thinking about a time when we witnessed some joy inside ourselves, when something positive happened for something around us, someone around us. So, when did we feel joy for another? And feeling into that emotion, that sensation of feeling joyous for another being. And let yourself savor that feeling. Taking some deep, clearing breaths. And moving a little bit mindfully. That feels good. And now thinking to a time when you were generous with yourself. You gave yourself something, a treat, some time, self massage. It could be anything. A walk. When were you generous with yourself? What arises as you remember a moment of generosity? Feeling into what generosity for self feels like. Amazing. Now, slowly remembering a moment lately when you were generous with another being, human or animal, could be a plant or a tree. When were you generous with another living thing? And what images or thoughts arise when you remember this moment? Now that all these sensations, emotions, feelings have arrived in the body, coming back to the heart area. Notice how it's changed. Or maybe it's more open, relaxed, warm. Giving loving attention. You can put your hand there again if you want. Just honoring and acknowledging this energy of radical tenderness. Feel free to massage the heart a little bit or push against it. Just noticing how it affects the heart space. Breathing into the heart and shining loving attention on it. Into the heart and shining loving attention on it. Maybe the energy from the heart spreads out a bit further than the heart into the body. What is the heart energy like? Noticing the rest of the body, how it's affected by this heart energy, by these exercises. And grounding into whatever's underneath you again, the floor, furniture, cushion. Grounding down, rooted, stable. And coming to the end of the meditation today, Thank you so much for joining me. And I encourage you to notice when you are feeling empathy for others or empathy with yourself, to express this, to receive it. Sometimes that's harder. Just notice when the heart becomes tender and what actions you can take. Often it's with those closest to us, family, friends, and lovers, but it could be with strangers as well. Maybe it's unhoused neighbors of yours, animals. You know, there's many ways that tenderness can express itself in our lives. And when this heart opens and there's like a warmth here rather than a closedness, um, a contractedness, you know, when it's open and expansive, it's very brave and very courageous. And just see where that leads you in life. You know, it can lead to a more awakened change ourselves and our communities, and it can go out further into the world. So I encourage you to work with this tender heart of yours. All right, I'll see you next week, and have a good week, a good tender week. Bye.